It's just some things you can't do no more, and some places you can't go no more. Some things you say you can't say anymore.
On Bourbon Street or not, but
Corinthians said this is oil. It's probably big. What is bigger than oil? This thing is diamonds. Like, it's like so massive.
Not gonna do this with y'all. Y'all not gonna. This is cyberbullying, right? It's just some things you can't do no more, and some places you can't go no more. Some things you say you can't say anymore.
on Bourbon Street or not, but
Corinthians said this is oil. It's probably big. What is bigger than oil? This thing is diamonds. Like, it's like so massive.
Not gonna do this with y'all. Y'all not gonna. This is cyberbullying, right? Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to Kicking It with the Kellys. As you can see, I'm the only one here, though. We were actually scheduled to be on tonight. When starting a podcast, you have the option to record or go live. We like the live aspect. We could record content and be up at night and record, but we actually like the live component. And but with that comes all the other stuff. So a lot of things can be happening in your life that prevents you from going live in your set time. And we want to stick with Thursdays. Has a special meaning for us, but maybe in the upcoming seasons and things like that. And you just heard me, upcoming seasons, we might be more in depth to change our mindset. So it's just me tonight, but hopefully I get a guest. We'll see. Actually, I'm going to put in the comment section a link, and you can definitely join that link right there in the comment section. There goes my link. But hey, everybody, it's Thursday. It's 8-something. Welcome to Kicking It with the Kellys. Corinthian cannot join us tonight. He has an important function out in Kansas that he had to go to. So he's not on tonight. So it's just me by myself in my room, and the kids are loud downstairs. They got some friends over. So that's that. But I've been pretty busy, man. I was just on Let's Take a Walk last week with a host Mike Robinson. Had a great time, me and Kendra. And we had a really good time. If you have not checked out Mike Robinson's podcast, it's called Let's Take a Walk. Very good content. And he always has some prominent guest on that show. So I was very excited and humbled by his asking me to come on. So that was Let's Take a Walk, and that episode posted last week. You should check it out. It was some very, very good conversation, very good dialogue on a couple of things that are surrounding our community and what's going on in our country. And yeah, so we got into it. So it was pretty good. And Kendra and Kendra, if you're listening, you'll be on our show pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that. Listen, so it's my summer, and during the summer, I don't work. So, I'm off in the summer for 2 months because obviously I work for nonprofit and I'm in the school system. So I have been enjoying my summer playing golf, doing camps with the boys. We've done a lot. I did, did three weeks of one camp. So 3 weeks, long days too. And then I did another camp in Harrisonburg. So that's pretty much a month month's worth of camps that I did. And then I've been playing golf. I've been trying to brush up on my golf game. The pandemic allowed me to start. If you haven't heard my story about golf, 2020, my friend asked me to come play for his birthday. I forgot how old he was turning, but it was me and three guys who went for a birthday golf outing in Suffolk. Now, I had been to Top Golf before, and when me and Kia we were dating and in college and things like that, Old Dominion had a golf course, Lambert's Point golf course, right? So I had gone out there to hit the balls on the driving range. Didn't know what I was doing. Just went out there, trying to impress her. Ooh, let me take you to the golf course. And, I was hitting the ball all wrong, all that stuff. So I had done Top Golf, and everybody would say, well, Top Golf is not real golf, right? And I was like, man, I'm hitting this thing in these circles. Why are you, Kia? You know what? Don't do this. Matter of fact, if you're not doing that, hop on, Kia. So I Top Golf, I'm hitting it in this red and this white and this blue and this green circle, thinking I'm racking up points. Oh, I can play. So I go out to Suffolk, and the three brothers that I'm with, Dr. Victor Clark, Anthony Coleman, and Pastor Kirk T. Houston Jr. And we go out. They have played golf before. They have clubs and all this stuff. I'm borrowing clubs. I don't know what I had out there. I borrowed clubs from the clubhouse. I got out there and pretty much embarrassed myself, right? Balls. Did I buy some balls or something? I don't know. They gave me some balls or whatever. I lost pretty much all their balls in the water. It was water, trees, somewhere. Gopher holes, beaver dams. I lost all those balls. I did not finish out of the 18 holes. I did not finish at least, I'm going to say 7 of them. All right. And that means I was so frustrated and I didn't want to hold them up because I kept having to hit it. I was embarrassed. So, they were laughing at me and stuff like that. I can say what was supposed to be a fun event. It was the most stressful, embarrassing thing ever. I walked away feeling defeated. And I'm this real story. I was laughing and stuff, but I was so embarrassed, and I was like, yo, I'm athletic. I can't go out like this. So it prompted me when I got home that week, I said, I'm going to learn how to play this game. So that week I went to Lambert's Point Golf Course because it's the only thing I knew. I said, I'm going to go to ODU, to the driving range, and I'm going to learn how to hit. I get there. They have this little bin for old golf clubs that you can use. I picked up a iron. I don't know anything about irons, so I think I got a 3 iron and a 6 iron. And I just go out there and I'm just they didn't have drivers. So I wanted a driver because obviously I was so embarrassed about driving the ball. But I just started hitting. And I said, this is going to be my journey. So I started recording it. And so I go there. And then that same week, towards the end of the week, my wife comes home and says, Arthur, I was in Ollie's, Ollies, Ollie's, that store with the big bobblehead dude. And she said, I saw this big club. And it was like $20. And and she was like, I saw this big club. She was like, yeah, you should they have golf clubs in there. I was like, what? So I went to the Ollie's in Norfolk, and lo and behold, they had pretty much a whole set in there except the putter, and the putter and a couple of wedges, right? They had everything. So I got the clubs, the driver and the woods, they were $20, and then the irons were $10. So I just get what I get, and wow, I walked out. I didn't have a golf bag, again, no putter. So I start going to the range, start recording it. I'm getting tips from people, getting tips, boom, boom. All right, I'm going to the range. I still don't feel comfortable enough to play on the course because, yeah, I'm not there yet. So I just continue going to the range, and obviously practice. You know, they say practice makes perfect, but I hear a lot of people say practice makes permanent, right? Practice makes permanent. So I continue to practice. I don't give it up. So that's 2020. Obviously, 2021 comes around. In 2021, I go to Bidawee, and my friend who I work with, Dr. Ralph G., I saw him on the course. He was at Bidawee. Saw him on the course, and I heard and I knew that he played golf, but I had never seen him play, right? And he sees me on the range, and he said, "Will you be here tomorrow? Come tomorrow, or come next week. When's the next time you're coming up?" So I hit him up, told him when I'm coming up. He has in his car some clubs, right? And he said, "I want you to play around with me with these." So I played with them, and they're long. He's 6'4", by the way, 6'4", right? Hall of Famer in Indiana basketball, right? 6'4". I play around with him. Obviously, I'm still struggling, but I'm hitting better, right? After that, Dr. G says, "These are yours." And so he gave me his Callaway clubs, right? And from there, man, I'm telling you, I have been in love with golf. My wife hates me. She doesn't hate me, but that's all I talk about is golf. I'm really trying to get better. Now, I'm not to the point where I'm think I'm good or something like that, but I can say that I'm in that pretty much 88 club. And that is huge for me. So I've only been playing since 2020, and I'm pretty much in that 88 club, 88, 84, pretty much 84 to 88 club. I'm trying to get over that hump. And it's really stressful because, like I said, Dr. G, Ralph G, he's actually the golf coach, and I ain't gonna give all his business at high school, and he's been playing for pretty much 30 years, right? So I feel good when I go out with people like that. It makes me feel good. So yes, Bill, thanks, Bill. Yeah, man, bogey golf is a good day for me. Now there are I have some mental lapses, and I get, depending on the course and stuff like that, I have some mental lapses, but I believe I'm hitting it okay. And, anybody that comes out with me that, oh, wow, like, they didn't know, but I'm really trying. I'm not there. I'm not even trying to act like I can golf or anything like that. Don't ask me what I'm doing. Don't ask me for any tips. I cannot tell you. I do watch some videos. My putting game is getting better. My chipping game, I'm not getting the ball as close as I want it to be able to make the putt, so I don't get a bogey. But I'm getting it there. It's a nice chip, right? It's a nice chip, but it's not landing where I need it to land to make it easier to get that putt. And those are the things that I'm thinking about when I play. Like, man, I got to get this close enough so I don't have to 2-putt, 3-putt, and all these things. My drives are pretty good when they're going the right way, but I get a helter skelter and all that stuff like that. But I love playing, and so I'll play with anybody. So if anybody's looking for a golf partner, I'll go out with you. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna have some fun, and that's my golf journey. But I'm here and I love it. And I'm thinking about why didn't I play golf when I was younger? And I know why I didn't play. One, yes, yeah. Hey, Drew, what's up, bro? Hey, Bill. Yeah, let me know when y'all want to go out again. Because actually, Drew is actually really good. So that's where I want to get to, right? So I know I didn't play when I was younger, well, because we didn't have any money. Golf is expensive. It really is an investment. But you know something that you love, you got to invest in yourself. And that's where I'm at. I want to be one day to be able to play again in a tournament. Oh, I forgot I did play in an amateur tournament. I was feeling myself when I played in it. Okay, since we don't have no other hosts and it's my show, I'm going to tell you. I played in a tournament. I was out with Dr. G and we golfed with two other guys, right? I get there and I shot an 84 Ocean View Golf Course. And the guy that we were golfing with, he was like, hey, man, you need to play in the amateur tournament. Obviously, after hearing my story of I've only been playing since 2020, he was like, oh, man, you need to play in the So I was feeling myself, y'all. I'm feeling myself. And he said, I'm going to sign you up. I'm going to pay for the tournament. I said, oh, okay. This is what golf do. This is what golf. So I signed up for this tournament. They talking about handicaps, and I was like, yeah, I limp a little bit. And they it was they talking about what's your handicap, and I was like, yeah, I got a little limp and all this stuff. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know why I signed up for this tournament, but I signed up just because I had some confidence and me coming from the other side. Now, Dr. G is entering in this as well. Now, let me tell you a little about Dr. G. Dr. G average score when he goes out is probably a 74, 73. He just shot a 71 the other day. Like, that's him on a normal day. And I'm like, I'm acting like I can play with him. I'm just learning so much from him, right? So what's up, Lord? Hey, Troy is on the grid right now. He wants to, hey, tell him let's go whenever he's ready. I'm ready. What's up, Brittany? Oh, my bad. You talking on Corinthians page. I'm sorry. I know it's up, but I can't see what you're saying. I love golf and take your wife out and let her drive the car. She actually doesn't want to go with me. What about the tournament in Virginia Beach? Yeah, if you sign me up, honey, I'll play in it. I can't promise you anything. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the tournament. So I entered. It's the weekend. So we play. I show up, all these golfers out there, it's a lot of golf. And I'm like, oh Lord, like what's going on? So Dr. G, typically, I think I was supposed to go out with somebody that was my handicap. They told me to put something. I don't even know what they told me to put my handicap was. All right. So I'm like, okay, but Dr. G, I was able to play with him and a guy named Jack. Now, Jack hits that thing about 3-something. Yeah. Now, obviously, they're older. They over 55. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So I don't know if this is an age thing, whatever. Well, I come to find out that for my age group, I have to play from the tips. Now, I don't know this until I get there. I don't know anything about the tournament. I find out that I have to play from the championship tees. That's the furthest tees. And I'm like, y'all gotta be kidding me. I just started playing. So I would hit from the championship tees, and in my group, it was Dr. G and Jack, and they hit from the tees that they supposed to hit from. Well, from the championship tees, and I found out that when it goes into the sand trap, you cannot do practice swings in the sand trap. So y'all, that can tell you about my ball ended up in there quite a few. And obviously, they're watching everything. you have to place your ball, like if you're in between like the blues, whatever color the tips are, you know, you can't place your ball before the blues, and you can only get maybe like 5 feet back or something. So I learned a lot during this tournament now. So I was grateful that I did it, but I end up shooting a 97 on my first day. And I was like, I felt bad because all across the tournament boards, it was 70s, all these things. So I felt I was like, dang, I'm like one of the worst. So after that, after the first day, then you play with the people that kind of scored in your bracket. So letting you know you pretty much out of it. The second day, I shot a 90, I think a 90 something as well. And no, I'm sorry. The second day I shot a 97. The first day I think I shot 100 and 102 or something like that. But then I broke the 100s. So my bad. I didn't. Yeah. So that was my tournament experience. Now, if I enter in the tournament now, I know I'm going to do better. I know I would do better, but I'm not in any shape or mental capacity to be in a tournament because I know that whatever I do, it's not going to be good enough, because what I saw out there as far as golfing is concerned was amateurs that are actually good. And so I'm not going to do that to myself because I'm a little too competitive and I just don't want to get embarrassed. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to play in another tournament one day, but I feel like I'm coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Oh, John. Oh, man. What was John and Josh on Woodside's golf team? I can't remember that. So when I was at Woodside, I don't even know why I wasn't even thinking about golf. We were at Fort Eustis. I don't even know why. I mean, I was there for music. I went to Woodside because I was in the music magazine. So that's why I was there. But wow, I forgot, man. Best ball tournaments would be good for you. All right, so that brings me to another thing. I played a best ball tournament with my friend Bill, if he's still on. I played best ball tournament with Bill. I did Alpha best ball tournament. I've done a Kappa best ball tournament. So I've done some best ball tournaments, and that's fun. I helped my team score. I've done Twilight. I did Twilight. Now I was just doing stuff because I just wanted to play Twilight. I didn't even have a driver at the time when I played the Twilight. So that can tell you where I was at. So yeah, and the driver that I bought from Ollie's I can't use that thing. But the new driver that I have, thank you, Bill. Appreciate you, man. We did good, but playing golf, I found out a lot, y'all. So during the best ball tournaments, you can buy mulligans. And that means you have another attempt and you can get like fruit roll up. So all these people are coming back with scores like 50 something and 60 something. I'm like, so y'all literally got an eagle every hole. Y'all birdied every hole. Like, is this possible? But obviously, the more money you spend on mulligans or fruit roll ups or whatever, the more chances you can get, to use your best score. So I learned a lot out of those best ball tournaments. Where's the link to join? I'm sorry, honey. Here you go. Here goes the link to join. let you get in this combo. But yeah, thanks, Bill. Let me know when you're playing. Again, man, I would love to be in a tournament with you again. Again, hey guys, I don't want y'all going back telling somebody that Arthur think he can golf and all that. No, I love it. It's very peaceful. It's better on my body. I played in a adult basketball league, thinking that I could go give it a go again, and I pulled my groin. but I was able to make it back for my church league championship game, and there's not a link. My bad. My wife is not getting this link. Let me fix it for her, guys. 1 second. I was able to play in my championship link, and we had a great time, and we actually won. What's up, Coach Jones? We actually won. I was able to help them win the championship. It was my first game back, championship game, church league, adult championship, and I helped them win. How many points I had? I think I had like 12 points, something like that. I don't know, but I'm point guard, whatever. I facilitated, did all that, boom, play good defense. But I was kind of scared to play because I pulled my groin. And so because of that, I'm done with basketball. You heard this here. I'm playing golf. Anytime you see me, I'm either going to be talking about golf, I'm going to be on the course and stuff like that. Now, I'm not to the extreme that I'm watching golf. I still think watching the game is kind of slow for me. So I would rather watch basketball or football. But as far as playing, again, I wish I would have started when I was a kid. And I told y'all why that was not possible, because it's very expensive to play. Very expensive to play. Yeah, I do have to watch. I'm sorry. Very expensive to play, and it is my wife is looking at me. Y'all ever be in mid-sentence and listen, you think you know what and then like you kind of stop because you have no idea what you just said? Now, I don't know if that is because I'm getting old or because I'm just scatterbrained, but I just had one of those moments. So 1 second, guys. Kia, I really don't know where the link is. I really don't know where the link is. I got you. I hope everybody can still see me. 1 second, guys. I learned so much by watching. Stop laughing at me, guys. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right. It's in your email, honey. No, why is she coming in here whispering like me? Bill, first tee for Virginia Beach, $45 a month for the whole family. All the golf you can play. Great place to work. You know what, Bill? I think I'm actually going to do it. You did tell me about this before. I actually think I am going to do first tee. So yeah, how many of y'all really suggest first tee? I think Brittany, you told me about first tee before as well. You said I need to watch. Okay, all right. I will start what. It's just hard. Golf is really slow when watching. It's kind of like, yeah, and all the panning out on the different people that are playing. I would rather be there and watch it as opposed to watching it on TV. Thank you. Okay, if you're a YMCA member, it's $22 a month. Okay, thank you for that information. Yeah. Oh, let me tell you. Okay, golf. This is a golf segment right now. So let me talk about some of the best courses I've played at. Right. All right. So I've played at pretty much a good amount of courses since I've started playing. Yeah, I mean, it might not be a lot to you guys, but it's a lot to me, right? These courses. I played at, let's just say, obviously City Park in Portsmouth. This course is just great for hitting irons. If you're a beginner golfer, I definitely. Oh, sick. Oh, okay. See, now y'all gonna make me watch it. I'm sitting currently watching. Okay, got you. I got you. So it's good to do when you can't do anything else. I got you. I play at City Park. Great course for irons. If you are just beginning golf, I would definitely recommend City Park in Portsmouth because it's very cheap to play. And the Twilight, you can keep playing. And it's a 9-hole golf course, and you can work on your short game, things like that. All right. By the way, Portsmouth, Curtis Strange course. It's a nice looking course, but I don't like the feel of the course. But it's really it's close to my house. I'm at that Chesapeake Portsmouth line in Chesapeake. So by the way, right, I have played at Ocean View. Ocean View actually is the hardest course I played at. I don't know why. It's just hard to me. I don't know. I can't get it. And they don't keep the course up the way that they should. So I wouldn't. If you live near them, I would play it. Stumpy Lake. Stumpy Lake is actually a good course. Bill, I forgot the course that we played. Is that what course did we play at in Virginia Beach? I forgot. But Red Wing, I love Red Wing. I had some buddies that got me. Shout out to Coach Vic at Lansdowne. He got me at Red Wing, and I like Honeybee, Los Gaviados. I don't know if that's the name anymore. I love Battlefield. Battlefield is an open course. It's not a lot of stuff. Like Battlefield is actually a really good course. The course we played Stumpy Lake. Okay, that was Stumpy Lake. I actually like Stumpy Lake. When we say Stumpy Lake, it's beautiful scenery. There's a course off of Little Creek in it's the Naval. What is that? I love that course. It's actually a very good course. Sleepy Hole. That's the first course I played at. Sleepy Hole. Oh my God. Hey.
I was saying, hold on.
I got you. I took her out. Sewell Point. Sewell's Point is actually good. The greens are very good. I actually like Sewell Point. Yes, thank you. Cypress Creek. I played at Cypress Creek. I actually like Cypress. Suffolk Golf. Hey, honey.
Wrap it up.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get off. I gotta get to my best one. All right. Suffolk Golf Course. I actually like them. They don't let you drive your balls, drive the carts in the woods though, and a lot of my balls went in the woods. So I don't like that, but it's all good. So that's Suffolk. All right. Okay, here we go. Kiln Creek. Too expensive. It's too expensive, of course. A lot of hills, a lot of par fives, beautiful golf course. The best golf carts I've ever been on. They tell you where you are. They don't let you go. You can't back up. You can't go on the course. You can't deviate. So Kiln Creek actually, and it tells you how far your balls are, all that. So best golf carts I've rode in. But as far as course, it's okay to me. All right. And now I played at Fort Eustis. And they had a special on Wednesdays. You get to play for $10 after 5. That was actually very good. I like that course. It was pretty cool. Why, kids, don't do this. Let me see. It's some more courses that I played at that I just can't think. But I'm going to tell you my favorite course. Oh, I played at Kissiak Pass, Williamsburg. Beautiful course. It's expensive, but beautiful course. Do I need to remove? I need to remove that and add this one. Okay. All right. There's another one. It's in Suffolk. Very expensive. Oh my goodness. I can't. River something. That thing is like $70. It's a tough course to me, but I understand. I mean, but I don't necessarily like it, but it's a okay course. The best course I have played at in my 3 years of playing golf I played at Dogwood in Petersburg. I actually like that course, Dogwood. Shout out to Petersburg. Yeah, that was actually a good course. And I played at the course in Hampton by Hampton University. It's something. It started with a D2 or something like that. I played at that course. And then the best course I've just played at was Eagle Creek in Moyock. Yes, Riverfront in Suffolk. Thank you so much. Riverfront. I don't necessarily like the course. I'll play there. But yeah, I don't necessarily like it. I understand why it costs because the homes out there, but I don't necessarily like it. Kissiak, the course in Moyock, Eagle Creek. I just played at the best course I have ever played at. St. Lucia. I played at St. Lucia course. That was the prettiest one. Oh, prettiest one. Okay.
What I do is when I propose a trip, I have to say, oh, they have a golf course in hopes that will win Arthur over. So thank you for that tip in St. Lucia.
Yeah. I'm not going on any trip if it does not have a golf course. If I cannot go play golf, I am not going. You heard this here. You heard this here. I'm not going. Thank you for that. Kia, I hope I got this name right. And I'm looking at the name. It is.
Spell it, honey.
Wait. Eagle Creek Golf Club. I just paid $29 for that course, 18 holes, the flattest greens ever. And I was just sitting like, this is only $29. It was the greens reminded me of PGA Tour greens, like how big they were. It was just very nice. And actually, it's only like 40 minutes or 37 minutes from me. I would actually drive there to play. Eagle Creek. Thanks, Bill. After this chat, I'm adding you to my list for a guys golf trip. Thank you. I'm going. It's not even a question. I'm going. Not even a question.
Brittany.
There we go.
I love that. Yes.
All right. So that is my golf journey. But I love getting my balls from City Park because it's $10. You get 12 in a pack. They got Nike balls, all these balls they get from fishing out the water. So they scuba dive and get all these balls and they clean them up. So I like getting those balls. And then I love finding balls on the course. I'll play with anything. Right now I'm playing with Callaway. Oh Lord, I can't even think of the name. That's bad. I'm supposed to know the golf ball I'm playing with. So I got to get there. I'm not up to speed with all the terminology and lingo yet, but I'm getting there. No
one is judging you, babe. You're fine.
Thank you, honey.
Doing great.
Thank you. And this is for somebody that doesn't come watch me play and stuff like that.
Mm-mm.
I can't go out there.
I know you want to break from me, but let me ask you. So if there was a gift to get you, is it okay? Like if it's an occasion, Father's Day, your birthday, Christmas, anniversary, is it okay to get you golf related things every time, or because I got you the golf shoes?
Yes, you did, and I wear them gladly.
And I've given you golf balls, but I'm just trying to see, like, is that enough or?
Yes, Callaway Super Salt. That's what I play with. Thank you so much. That's it.
Give me some tips.
Yeah. So right now, Kia, anything golf related is what I need. I do need a rangefinder, so I can beep to see what my distance is. I need that. Anything when it comes to golf balls, golf sleeves. All those are nice. But I'm looking at big ticket items. um, Golf bags, drivers. Yeah, big ticket items.
I don't know if I should have asked that question.
Yeah, everything that I have is someone has blessed me with it, and I think when they told me that like golf like deals are made on the golf course, things happen on the golf course, and I'm just gonna show you this. Yeah, the ping, but Kia, some other things like lessons. I do actually want to take lessons because I want to see, like, obviously I have my swing and I have all that, but I want to, the best way I can describe it is I taught myself how to play the piano, right? But I would always tell somebody that I taught myself the wrong way. I didn't teach myself the 5-finger way and all that. I taught myself, I play by ear, right? And I would say that if you put a real pianist by me or somebody that actually, knows how to play, you can see all the inconsistencies.
You can see all the
differences in hand movements, postures, all that, padding, everything, right? So when it comes to golf, since I have been, working on my own golf swing, I taught myself, some bad habits that I need to correct, and I need to correct them sooner than later because obviously, it just becomes, oh, that's how Arthur swings, or that I don't want it to be just like that. I want to be able to do it the proper way. And I think some lessons could help me out that, but I don't necessarily want to pay for them. But it's great when you have somebody that's supporting you saying, oh, I don't mind getting you this. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, then I'll do
Okay.
Thank you for that. Dan Shay on that side of the world. Appreciate you. Thank you, Britt. Gift cards or lessons are a great gift. Yeah, that's where I was going. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that helps with when it comes to golf. Yeah. And I'm not a big gift guy either. I don't. Kia can tell you, you don't have to get me anything. I'm cool. I'm happy that I'm alive and everything like that. Sometimes in my mind, I think gifts are wasted money. To get me something, I don't need. If I want it bad enough, I'll just buy it. But then it's also sometimes that you don't want to. You kind of say, man, I don't really need to spend money on that. I might want it, but I don't need to spend money on it. So I think gifts sometimes is kind of like, I don't know, but
I don't think that way.
Well, I know. I think that's why there are love languages. Love languages. But I guess if my love language is acts of service, does that mean I like gifts?
Yes.
No, because act of service to me is just me. If I walk in the house and the carpet is vacuumed, I like to see the lines on the carpet. Like that's fine. If the house is smelling good when I come home or something like that, and I know that you did it, you took time. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, I like a gift. Nah, you don't gotta give me nothing. If you got me something, so basically, if there was a gift, if you got me a Snickers bar,
which I do,
I'm cool. That's the
lines of gifts. And I think my qualm with that is that it's almost as if you don't know how to accept a gift. You accept it begrudgingly when you should be open to someone expressing their love for you or like for you by way of giving you something. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I can see you better now. I was get up and get my glasses because it just seemed so far away. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Happy to be of service to you. And I just looked at it. I was like, okay, maybe I can, spruce this up a little bit.
Thank you.
But yeah, okay. So I understand that.
Do you agree with what I'm saying though? Picture Christmas morning. We give you a box. You like, we give you another box, and then you like.
Because sometimes I feel like you didn't need to spend this money on this. Like, because
so how would you have things? How would you have things if you didn't spend the money on it?
Okay, this is the best way I can explain it. Now, needing stuff or having things does not mean it has to be in gift form.
True.
So things can be purchased out of just normalcy, and this is everyday life. I know that if I'm going somewhere, I need, some boxers, or I need something. I need something because I'm going to be doing something. A gift is totally different. So on Christmas, you give gifts because a reaction, boom. It's not necessarily things that someone needs. It's things that somebody wants.
That's the whole point of Christmas. That's the whole point of Christmas, which a lot of people go overboard with it, but that's the point of Christmas. Do I have to put on myself? No, Bill.
Hey, what's up, Jamie? How you doing? Jamie said, what up, y'all? I'm kind of the same way. Hey, are you saying you're the same way as far as like gifts and, not wanting to receive? No, just think about it, kid. Like, we need food. We need things like that, things for survival. Gifts typically happen on special occasions.
Yes.
All right. So for special occasion, I don't feel like you have to go get me something on a special occasion that couldn't have been done through just normal process of life.
But what would be the difference? So like, I got you a new watch.
Right.
I think I gave it to you on an occasion.
Father's Day or something.
So what's the difference of me giving you that watch on Father's Day or me giving you that watch on a random day? It's the same thing. You're still going to receive a watch.
Well, that's the thing. I would say, okay, so if I wanted a new watch, I'll just get it through the process of time. Like, yes, I need a watch, but you gifting me a watch is like, oh, I want to give him something that he likes, I'm guessing. All right, so you present it in a gift form. Like, now I could have brought a watch. You see what I'm saying?
Of course you could have. I don't know what is blocking you. Maybe you do need your marital counseling.
Well, no, because all right, so correct me if I'm wrong. Most people that like gifts, they like to receive.
Yes, but I also enjoy giving people gifts or giving people anything.
So is there one side that people like to receive and they don't like to give, or people like to give and not receive?
I'm sure, yeah.
So like I even just think about like all these charities, right? So there's a lot of people with money that give to charities. But I know that
they give charity because they need that tax right.
Right. So they don't. Now I've seen it. I'm not going to speak on something that I haven't seen, but they do it because of tax law. A lot. Now there are a lot of people that give because they just got like they want to give, but for a big bulk of them, they're just giving because they know that they're going to get a return on that. So yeah, I don't.
Let's just keep it here with you.
Okay, with us through our America.
Yes, let's keep it here with you.
Okay, gifts, affirmations, acts of service. I can't remember the other ones.
No, you said that. Physical touch.
Physical touch. Yeah.
Gifts, affirmation, acts of service, physical touch. I think it's one more.
Somebody, please put it in
What's
before
the-
I find it.
Gifts, affirmation, acts of service,
Quality time.
quality.
There we go. Hey, Bill came through. Jamie, quality time.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, what's y'all's love languages then?
So if your love language is acts of service, which yes includes vacuuming, making the house smell nice, whatever, it ought to me, it also has a hint of gift giving.
Let me touch, see if you are real. Okay, all right, touch. All right. Say it again, Kia. I was listening, but I was
No, you weren't. Oh gosh. I said your love language is acts of service. I feel like acts of service also includes a little bit of the gift giving. And I understand you like acts of service to be vacuuming the floor or making the house smell good. But it also, an act of service is also showering you with a gift, whether that be a Snickers bar, a driver.
But Snickers bars aren't gifts. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to. This is where I'm getting with acts of service. All right, you signing up the boys for football, so because you're very good and meticulous about those things, those are acts of service to me. As far as like you making sure that they're signed up for school and all the things that I don't have to worry about per se. I love that about you. Now, the thing is, I'll coach the team, but I don't want to have to do all the other part as well. So like that's an act of service because you don't have to do it. You don't got to be involved in that process at all. But yeah, so those are acts of service for me. So I love that. That's my love. That lets I would say I know you love me if you're doing that.
Okay, so I won't get you any more gifts. Got it.
I still won't know. So hold on, you can double dip in love language. You can have multiple.
You know that.
So okay, all right, okay. So you can have all the love language. Somebody can have all the love languages.
Well, the quiz probably wouldn't allow for that necessarily. There would be one that's dominant over the others, but you would probably have. Let's say you score a 5 in physical touch, you may score a 4 in gifts, which I mean they're very close to one.
Okay, so and thanks, Bill, for saying that. Okay, physical touch.
Can you share what he said?
He said touch and what's his, and Brittany said that you can have more than one for sure. I'm going to give you the book. Thank you.
Send it to me.
So like touch, right? So when we say touch, we're talking about are we talking about intimacy or just like hand holding? Or you have to be near that person.
All of that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's my love language, but I enjoy being next to you. If our bodies are touching, I enjoy that. If you grab my hand, I'm gonna enjoy that. That's physical touch. Physical touch is the love language. So
should touch it also be PDA, physical displays of affection? Like, is that like you mean like in public touching? You want all of that?
Well, PDA is a form of physical touch, but it doesn't have to be in the public eye. Just physical touch, hugging, kissing, cuddling.
So are we saying that and I'm okay. So right now I'm just speaking like married, right? I obviously there's another sec, but like, are we saying that there are couples that don't like physical touch or like to kiss their wife or kiss their husband and stuff like that? I thought that was just normal. I thought that was normal operations.
Right, but we're talking about love languages. How do you want to feel loved? So you have to speak to the couple's, to your partner's love language. So yes, physical touch yes, that is a normal part of being in a relationship, but your level of physical touch may not be what I need. But because you love me, you want to speak to me in my love language. So you're going to make sure that, you're doing those things that signal to me that you love me.
So question, Kia, and for the viewing audience, if that is your love language and it's not mine, how do I, if that's not how I receive love, how do I know how to give that? Like,
you have to talk to your partner and ask them what they need from you. What is there that I can do to show you that I love you? And then you can say, you can da 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 da, and then you have to take mental note of that and make sure that you're doing those things. Yeah, discussions, exactly.
Jamie said, I think everyone is bilingual at least in love languages.
For sure.
So
look at you, Jamie.
So okay. So are we saying that when somebody is dealing with somebody, that love languages need to be a discussion?
I think so. I think that is important because, again, you may think that what you're doing for someone is showing them that you love them. And while it's not necessarily fulfilling what they need.
Okay.
So if I need words of affirmation, but you are always doing things for me, yes, that's great. And I'm sure I would love that, but I'm still missing hearing the things that I need to hear that,
So can a person not show love? So can a person show love in how they want to show love? Or are they not loving if they don't do it how you want it to be done? So that's my question.
I think a part of loving someone is loving them the way that they need to be loved.
Loving them the way they need. Are you saying need to be or want to be loved? Which one is it?
Need to be loved.
What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it. So I love is when you are loving the person the way they need to be loved.
Because what's the point? So if you claim that you love someone, now you want them to feel love just however you give it to them, with no consideration to what they're asking you or telling you.
Okay.
That they need.
Okay.
That's
okay. Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here. If you are loving somebody the way you want to, and that's not what they need, you need to stop. Do not collect 200. Do not pass go. And okay.
Go straight to jail.
Go straight to jail and get it right. Okay.
And get it right.
I want to. Okay. All right. Well, I'm moving in my HR. Here goes an air hug. Here goes an air hug, Bill. What would that suffice?
So let me ask you this. If you're saying that your love language is acts of service, if I never did anything, if I never, don't take that away because I want to read it. If I never did those things that you want to see or things that you appreciate, how would that make you feel?
Oh, that you don't love me.
I mean, don't just say that because what I want to hear. I just want to know. You would feel some type of way, right? You would be
Right.
like wondering, well, why aren't you doing this? Or you would have a negative emotion or a negative response to those things not being done.
Gotcha.
It's the same for all of the other categories.
I don't know. I think, all right. Okay, let's just say that you tell me your love language is words of affirmation, right? All right. Honey, I love you. You are so beautiful. You are so pretty. Every morning, oh my God, you're the prettiest thing. I'm talking you up. But let's say I don't give you I give you words of affirmation for Valentine's Day, words of affirmation for Christmas, words of affirmation for all these days, and not gifts. Are you going to say that you are going to be okay with just words of affirmation? Or you got this, you can do this, honey. Oh, you you got this. You the best thing. So I'm talking you up. I'm you the best thing since sliced bread.
What's your question? You lost me.
See, sometimes I think love languages are it's a little bit extreme.
So again, you want to show love to me the way that you want to show it, with no consideration. I'm asking, is this what you're saying?
If I know I'm showing love, if I know internally that I'm really showing love,
okay.
But you're saying that you're rejecting the way that I'm showing you love. No, and guys, we're not talking about this between me. We just have an open dialogue.
Yeah. No, it would not be that what you're doing is being rejected, but there would be some unfulfilled areas. Come on, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Please help Arthur. Help Arthur. I feel like there is a certain level of resistance that you put up in these conversations, unless you're just playing devil's advocate. But you know goodness well that you have to consider the other person if you really truly love them. So that's like, remember how Bill Cosby said to, was it Dabney? You're putting this fine meal, this 5-star dinner meal on a trash can lid.
Yeah.
To me, that would be the equivalent of saying, I don't really care what you said you need in terms of feeling loved, but this is what I'm giving you anyway, and you better eat all of it. Even though it's coming to you on the trash can lid, even though the meal itself looks good, it's going to be delicious, it's seasoned well, it smells great, it looks visually appealing, the plate itself, but the fact that it's being presented on this trash can lid changes the whole dynamic. Oh, I did that. Break me up. I did that. That's why, Corinthian, I'm coming for your spot.
All right, well, you heard it here from the love doctor herself. Your presentation matters.
Yeah.
And don't be serving anything on a garbage can lid.
Exactly.
Caitlin isn't a gift person, so I randomly bring home a dozen roses. She'd appreciate it, sure, but she'd feel more love if I folded the laundry.
Yes, absolutely.
Love cups are hard to fill, but learning is really important.
Agreed. And I think our upbringing and all of our, childhood experience, life experiences play into how we show love and how we receive love and how we need to receive love. And so, yeah.
It's just too many down there. I got you. So pretty much, especially in relationships, we're all evolving. What you might have liked when you were in the infancy of your relationship, you might not like it 10 years down the road, or you have evolved, or there's more that is going to be required or needed from your partner.
Yes. 1,000%.
All right. So relationships are ever evolving, ever getting better, hopefully. And you're learning more about each other and what one likes and what they don't like, or what one used to like or needed. But they don't need that anymore. They need something specific. Obviously, maybe because comes family, comes stress. Now words of affirmation are needed, especially, okay. I got you. I'm following.
Yeah.
Congratulations. 21 years last week, and I'm definitely still learning.
Congratulations.
Shout out to all the married couples who have been in this game for a long time. I love to see marriages still working, and it's really hard. Me and Kia are sitting up here. We just had an argument last week, so I mean,
a bad one.
We're not
a bad one.
Yeah, we did have a bad one. Because my love language.
My love language.
Your love language, and I was serving it on a trash can lid.
Inside the trash can, I think, at the dumpster.
Now I won't all the way in the dumpster, because you already know I don't go to dumpsters because birds be in there. And I'm talking about when I was growing up, and we had the big brown dumpsters, and I went to go throw something away, and a big crow came out and was fighting me, y'all. It attacked me. The crow attacked me in my face, and it was clawing me, it was scratching me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I thought I was on an Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Bird. It came at me. I'm telling you, it was the biggest crow I have ever seen in my life. Caw. That's all. It was attacking me. So I don't mess with birds to this day. Don't tell me about your parrot, your toucan, Sam. I don't care if they can talk. They can fly. I don't care if they can fly and retrieve anything. I don't want to see it.
So just to kind of make that a relationship like analysis, what you just described probably did not happen. Yes, the bird.
Only birds that and that's probably why I don't get a lot, Bill. My date. I just found out why I'm not getting birdies and eagles.
Because of the trash.
Yeah.
But what I was saying was, what you described was probably very exaggerated. The bird was not clawing you, and
how you gonna?
The bird was not clawing.
Wait, was I okay? Time out. Was I there or you?
I have heard this story.
How are you gonna tell me how I experienced the bird?
That is exactly my point. How you experienced the bird was your experience, and while I feel that it was not to that extreme, I still have to consider how
I feel that you're not listening to me right now.
I'm getting off this.
I feel attacked. It came at me, kid. Okay. It was coming. Maybe it had some baby chick. I don't know, but it came at me.
What?
Baby chicks. I don't know what they call baby crows. I don't know. But yeah, geese. I was in Philly, traveling for Old Dominion, and at the hotel, I was about to go to a college fair, and I was backing up. I guess it was mating season for geese, because it was two geese together, and the papa geese attacked my car because I guess I got too close, because I guess she was about to hatch. I don't know, but attacked my car and chased my car down the street, Kia. I'm being said, no lie. I wish this thing was recorded. It would definitely be on America's Most Funniest Video.
Yeah, what were you doing? Ducking?
I was in the car, but luckily I was in the car at this point. But it chased my car. Yeah. So yeah. Kia, how have you been? How have you been?
You want the honest answer, or you want the not honest answer?
Ooh, okay. If you feeling froggy, leap. How you want to?
Overall, I've been great. Things have been great.
Good.
Smaller scale, I'm a little overwhelmed with work, but I mean,
wow.
Who isn't?
Are you overwhelmed with work? Do you need to talk to someone? Please call. Wow. Work. See, work doesn't stress me out. I think I have. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, work doesn't.
Don't get on this social media app and lie, because yes, it does.
Okay, guys, I'm lying. I'm not telling the truth. Okay, so all right. So when you say stress and overwhelmed, is stress overwhelmed, or should they be two different things? When you say I'm overwhelmed, you said overwhelmed, right? I said stress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I said overwhelmed for sure. Yes.
Okay.
I feel like there's too much on my plate, and then I don't have the bandwidth to juggle it all.
Overwhelmed with back to school. I don't want summer to end. Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you have too much on your bandwidth. So how does one process being overwhelmed? What coping mechanisms or things you can do? You don't have any. So
my coping mechanism is unhealthy. My coping mechanism is to just not do anything.
Oh, wait, what? wait. What? Wait, what?
I don't handle being overwhelmed very well. And so it's a struggle for me. So, moment of transparency. I was recently diagnosed with ADHD. I do not take medication for it. I'm not interested in taking medication for it. But I struggle because I have what is it called? I have a hard time figuring out where to start, how to break large tasks into small ones. All of those are areas of struggle for me. So when I feel overwhelmed because I don't know how to manage it, then I just sit back and
okay. all right. Wow. Okay, so
I get overwhelmed because I'm overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? It's
hard. So you just say, okay, I'm not gonna do nothing.
Yeah, or 2 or 3 hours have passed and I'm like, I should probably do something. Excuse me. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So does anyone have any tips on going through being overwhelmed? Golf can be a good coping for stress. Or yeah. So Bill, golf actually helps me relieve any stress that I have. Now, stress comes for me from obviously if you're a coach and let's say y'all lose a game or something like that, I think that would get anybody, because everybody that is in that profession or something like that, should want to win. And when you lose, it's kind of like, okay, wow, especially if you know that you had all the ingredients to win, right? So, golf does allow me to just clear my head and just be in a space where you can't talk, you can't be loud on the golf course. Everybody has to be quiet. And it's just you and the ball. You are controlling every aspect of the game. So yes, there can be some nature that is involved as far as trees and water, but you are controlling every aspect of your demise or greatness. So it puts you in a position to say, okay, I have to, I'm at peace. If I mess up, I mess up because I know it was me that did it and not anybody else. So it has allowed me to relieve whatever stress that I do have. I don't, I'm fine on the golf course. Now, if I'm hitting in the water continuously, I'm mad at myself. I'm like, man, Arthur, turn the other way, things like that. But adverse things or external factors are not stressing me out. Oh, okay. Being around good friends eases my stress. Okay, gotcha.
But I'm also introverted, Bill. So being around people could drain me or it could, make me feel good. So I need help.
Ooh, what's the conversation we had about introvert and extrovert? It's something. If you just joined or you happen to log on at some point when we have when we're done, we're watching Kicking It with the Kellys. Corinthian, he had an important function tonight, so it was just me and my wife decided to join me. So I'm so thankful for that. And we were just talking about my golf journey, and suffer through that for the first 40 minutes. And then now we're talking about love languages. And now we're going to just briefly, and hopefully we can talk about this, because we had a conversation when we were in Kansas and we were talking about introvert and extroverts. And a question that you asked was, am I an introvert or an extrovert? Correct?
We all know the answer to that.
What is the answer to that question?
No, I'm gonna let you tell it.
Okay. No, I want you. What am I?
You're both. You're an ambivert.
An ambivert.
Mm-hmm.
That is both.
Yes.
Okay. So it was one thing that you asked, and you phrased it in a way. Do you feel drained? Can you talk about that? You said, do you feel drained when you get home after you have gone? And I like to take naps, but you asked me, do I feel drained? Can you talk more about that?
Yes. So I think the question was, let me read this. I think if your tribe knows you're introverted, they can make it easy on you, but inviting you over, popping in a movie, and just letting you relax. Yeah, absolutely. There's no what is the word I'm looking for? There's no pressure. When you have people who really know you and really love you and appreciate you for who you are, there is no pressure to perform. Like, yes, you can have somebody just come over and we don't even have to talk. We can just be in the room quietly.
Okay.
But my question was, I think my question to you at that time, Arthur, was when you are around people, whether it be just a regular work day, whether it be at a sports practice or anything, your friends for an extended amount of time, after that interaction, how do you feel, basically? Do you feel drained and you need time to recuperate, or are you energized by that and you're just ready to keep going? For me, I feel drained, whether it's my friends, whether it is strangers, anything. I feel drained and I want to just be left alone for a little while. Let me get myself together. Let me recharge my social battery. And then, I may be okay.
Okay. So the question, and I'm so glad because I couldn't remember how you phrased it. So what doesn't drain you?
Being by myself.
Okay, so
No.
being by yourself does not drain you.
I think it's what I just mentioned, that maybe I have like some social anxiety, because I do feel like there is a certain level of expectation that we put on other people, that we put on each other, that says when you are in this environment, you have to say this, you have to smile at this, you got to nod at that, you have to ask these questions, all of these things that we feel like need to be done in a, in an interaction. What is comfortable for me is if I'm in a social environment, I'm quiet, I'm observant, I'm seeing what's going on, I'm seeing what vibes I'm picking up from people, but it doesn't mean that anything is wrong or that I have a problem. It's just how I feel most comfortable. And I really don't enjoy small talk with people. I mean, I can do it, but it's not enjoyable for me,
Okay.
because in my head, I'm calculating, okay, well, what question should I ask next? Or how do I respond to this? Or how do I keep the conversation going? That is difficult for me.
Okay.
And I think that comes easy for you and Corinthian and Daryl. That's like, you have no problem doing that. I do.
Okay. I got it.
This is only for like if it's a stranger, like someone I don't know.
Okay. I know. I got you. Okay. So for myself, I don't necessarily like, I just know how to do it. So
You froze for me, babe. What happened? Oh, okay. You're moving now. You froze.
well, no, yeah, he's frozen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a error screen on. I'm getting an error up here somewhere. I don't know what just happened, but y'all, you can hear me and see me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I just know how to do it. Now, when I'm in a room, I don't necessarily want to go up to people and talk and all that, but I know it's kind and considerate and courteous, and I don't,
That's the pressure that I'm talking about, because being kind and courteous, I can be kind and courteous too. I'm just quiet. But if you come up to me, then I am gonna, I will interact with you. But it doesn't come natural to me. It feels fake. It could feel fake. It just depends. It's a lot of people involved, but it is what it is.
Okay. Well,
I am nice to anybody that's watching. If you come up to me, I will talk to you. I will interact with you. So,
well,
yeah.
hey guys, I just learned that I'm an what is it called? Amber Alert. I don't know. What did you say? I'm a what?
Ambivert.
Ambivert. I'm an ambivert. Kia is an introvert. And we are still looking for an extrovert. So I can, and Corinthian, I think he describes himself. He can be a chameleon. And so I guess I can take that as well. But I'm just a nice, friendly guy. If you need somebody to talk to, I'll talk to you. Do I want to talk all the time? No, I do not. Yes, you hear me talking on the podcast. Yes, because I have a podcast. But you would say that if I have a podcast, that makes me an extrovert?
No, you're talking to yourself, basically.
Yes. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so just because I talk and I believe that I do have a good speaking voice, or I can public speak. Yes, I pronounce words wrong, but I would say that I'm an okay public speaker. And one of the things that I wanted to do growing up was be a motivational speaker. Now, how that came about is because people were asking me to speak. And I said, okay, I will. And I did it, and people liked it. So that's what I've been doing. But I've been speaking since I was in high school. So
you're good at it.
So that's pretty cool. But Brittany said that she has a little pause about back to school. And for me, I'm like, oh man, I go back to work on Monday, guys. So I mean, I'm fine. I was sitting in my bed today, and I've been sitting in my bed. I don't think I got out of bed until about 1:00 today, right? Now, by me doing that, I said, Arthur, you should not be doing this with your life. Like, you should have a plan for every day. And I got up. I knew I had a appointment, and I wanted to go to the DMV. So those are the things I said I was going to do today. But then I laid in and I said, well, Arthur, you actually work hard. when you work, you actually really work really hard. And so I said, I'm relaxing. If I don't have anything to do, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to try to force myself to do something, and I don't have to do it. I'm not going to try to find something to do or something like that. So that's been my mentality for this summer. If I don't have anything to do, I'm not going to try to find something to do. Yes, I do want to play golf, and I have my golf days and stuff like that, but I'm not going to try to find something to
do. And that's fine, babe.
And that's fine? Okay. Because I know you wanted me to clean that garage and stuff, but, I mean, the garage will be...
Act of purpose. Get that stuff out of there. Got my shelves.
Yeah. So we'll talk. It's still gonna be some summer days left, even though I got to return. So maybe I'll get it done. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been on for close to an hour and 30 minutes. Clean that garage.
Yes, Miss Felder, tell them.
Clean that garage. But it made me think about myself as I laid in the bed. I was thinking, like, Arthur, by laying it, like, what's your purpose? Like, are you operating in a purpose-filled life? What? I was thinking about all these things, Kia.
Why would you equate rest to not having purpose?
Because I was like, yo, in my mind, I was like, Arthur, you're being a bum right now. Like, why aren't you doing, like, you should be doing something constructive.
That's because the culture in which we live is all about go, 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 do. Okay. And I don't subscribe to that thought. Okay. If you're tired, then rest. Because I mean, yes, there are tons of things that you could be doing. Lots of things. A list of things you could be doing. But that's a good idea, Ms. Felder. Yeah. But there is need for rest and relaxation. You're going back to work on Monday, and your schedule is going to be different. You're going to have emails and meetings and da-da-da-da-da. So why not just take advantage of these last days where you don't have any true obligations and just rest?
Wow, I didn't look at it like that. A couple of thoughts did come through my mind here. Like, should I be trying, since I'm not working, I can be getting some passive income. I could be doing something. And in my mind, I said, so do people that make a lot of money, are they always like, they have a different mindset? They definitely would not be sitting in the bed at this time. And then I got to thinking, well, that's why they make a lot of money.
Well, first of all, don't compare yourself to other people. Second of all, entrepreneurs are always going to be doing something, because if they're not, then they're not going to get paid. But when you have passive income, the whole purpose of passive income is so that you don't have to do anything and you still get money. So yes, if you want to put something in place so that you can have passive income, you can still lay in the bed, but you're still going to get that money. So it's okay that you didn't get out of the bed until the afternoon, because you could. And see, that's the other thing. How many PTO hours do you have?
Well, I had a lot, but I gifted some.
Oh, no.
What?
How many PTO hours do you
I
have?
don't know how many I have now.
A roundabout guess.
I don't know. Oh, way more than 100.
Okay.
Well, now I don't know now, but yes, in the height. Oh Lord, they fighting. You have to work in order to create passive income. That is true.
Yeah, to create.
Listen, I use my PTO to the last drop.
Me
See, no. See, okay, now we got it. See, D. Hey, what's up, D? Wait. See, but that's the problem. Like using PTO, but using it just to be using it is not smart to me.
Arthur, but you've earned it. You have earned paid time off to do with it whatever you want to.
Yeah, but
have so many hours, hundreds and hundreds of hours, is because you have this mindset that you have to always be working. No, you don't always have to be working.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you really need it, then you used it on some things that were, in my mind, erroneous, because you didn't feel like going to work that day or whatever. And so I feel that I should use it for when I really need it. Like if I really have to go out of town, I really got to go out of town. Now, if there's a trip that we've been planning and this was, something that we want to do, yes, I want to use it for that. I don't want to be using that and then find myself in a situation where I don't have PTO to use when I really need it.
But you are not, for a person who only receives a certain amount of PTO, like you only get 7 days. For example, yes, you want to be very strategic about how you utilize that time. But for someone like you with hundreds and hundreds of hours, you could take a day off just to say, I'm going to take a day off today. And that's okay. That's my mentality. But my mindset is way different than most. So, but it sounds like D and I are on the same page.
I just put Corinthian, check your Yahoo email. We do need to work, but can plan for relaxation.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, but I have seen people use PTO, and then when something happens and they get sick or something, then they don't have it.
Okay, but let's say you get fired.
Okay.
Let's say you got fired. Lord, please don't let it happen. But let's say you did.
Oh, $1,000. That's a lot. Okay.
Wow.
But Kia needs some.
That's the benefits of working from home.
Oh, y'all, please, I hope nobody from her company watching. Please don't be watching.
They could be watching. I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. Oh, I was saying, if you got fired from your job, hey, Kareem,
what's up, bro?
First of all, yes, former host. You are you have lost your place.
Hey, America, can y'all see me? Listen, I want to let y'all know, my brother didn't even tell me they was recording.
Do you know what? Stop.
So, I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just letting
known the contract disputes for no.
You got fired and you lost all your, all that paid time off you earned is now gone.
It's all null and void. Thank you
all null and void.
Thank you so much, sister in love, for pitch hitting for us tonight. Really appreciate it. I don't even know what y'all was talking about, but I know.
Okay. That's all right. You won't be here next Thursday. It'll be put them on mute.
Yeah.
Look around, everybody.
Right now, we're talking about PTO and using your hours. I don't even know how to get situated, but I feel like my chair keep on moving. Using hours or saving them for emergency.
Thanks, Bill. It was a good run.
It was a good run.
It was a good run. Sometimes you gotta, know when to hold them and know when to
know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away.
Really quickly before I get into the subject, some context. This evening, we had another gathering, and again, the purpose of the gathering is to intentionally connect Black professionals within the Wichita area. Tonight, we were hosted by the Kansas Health and Science Center, which is the new doctor of osteopathic medicine school here in Kansas. Beautiful, beautiful event. When I tell you, I get filled every time I go to a gathering. I got to see the future doctors. There were 2 Black medical students there.
Wow.
One from California, one from North Carolina. And when I tell you, those young people were so sharp. One of the young ladies has her MBA already. She has her master's in business administration, and now she's in medical school, so to be a doctor. And I mean, if you had heard that young lady talk or the young man talk that's in charge of, how student government has association. Well, in medical school, they got association. He's in charge of the student association out here in Kansas, representing us well. I told them young people, I'm so proud of this.
Wow, man.
Thank you for allowing me to attend that great event.
You're welcome.
Thanks. And I'm glad your lighting is.
My lighting is strong today.
Lighting is strong. So PTO, y'all were discussing PTO again. What was that question again, Arthur?
Or you use it or save it. Kia pretty much is going in on me that I rack up PTO hours, and not just I use them when I need to. And it allowed me able to even give some PTO to some people that needed some for various reasons. But
can I tell them? I'm sorry, honey.
Oh, go ahead.
No, the reason why we got on the subject is because Arthur said he was taking the day today to rest and relax, but he had some guilt associated with that, essentially.
Yeah.
And at my point, it has been, Bill. You've been all over the place. You don't get this kind of content with Corinthian. That's why
he can bring out the real stuff.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about how it's okay to rest and relax. You don't have to have any guilt associated with it. And then from there, I don't know, but we just migrated to PTO.
Yeah.
So from my vantage point, Arthur, I have had to, the concept of a mental health day has had to grow on me, because that's not what I naturally thought of going. If I felt good enough to go to work, I was going to work, because I like routine. I like the rhythm of, once you're in the rhythm of, when you wake up, you go to work, you take lunch at this time, it gets a routine, where if I know that routine, I can rock with it. But we have that PTO built up for a reason. So at my university, we're blessed to have a policy to where you accrue sick leave and PTO in each pay period. So when I started working with the university, I had accrued I had 300 hours of PTO just stacked up and accrued because
No,
I
man.
barely was taking, mental health days or time off and stuff like that. But work-life balance is so important. And as you get older and as you have families and other responsibilities and other ties, the importance of work-life balance, it rears its head. You see why it's so important. You have those days for a reason.
Mhm.
So I am now growing into not feeling guilty about, no, I'm just not going in because I have the time. It's a mental health day where I can relax and recharge and regroup. Because think about how effective are you being at work if you're depleted.
Mm-hmm.
So if you showing up to work not fully charged or
Best self.
not your best self, are you being as productive as taking that 2 days off to recharge and regroup and coming in fresh? So yeah.
Well, you heard it here. We got Kia has the brains and the beauty, but beauty, brains, and no, correct. That was a great explanation. I wouldn't have explained it that way. I like how you incorporated that, you recharging, you taking a day, things like that. Yeah, I just don't. Some things I don't even think about. It's just how I am programmed. Bill, I don't do well with taking time off to do nothing. So when I take a day, I want to play golf or take my kids to Busch Gardens or something that isn't necessarily productive, but it gets me busy. If I'm just sitting at home, there's 100% chance I start working from home.
Mm.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. I can relate, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But honestly, if that works, then that work. Like, if you take a day off to do something else besides work, that's, and that works for you, then that's fine. By all means, do that. But some days it is okay to just take the day off and not do anything and not feel guilty about doing that.
I'm curious on y'all's opinion. Do y'all think it's just a cultural thing? Like, we live in an American culture is work, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are other cultures outside of this country that, siestas, there's tea time, there's the time that you have for maternity leave. Or do y'all think it's baked into the bread, our culture, where we've seen that traditionally, everything is set up to work and be productive and things like that. So what are y'all thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I think, is it in France? I mean, I'm sure it's multiple countries, but I think France, the whole country shuts down for a certain amount of time to go on holiday, is what they call it. And that's just a normal part of their culture. But in America, it's just, everybody just has to keep moving.
When I'm off. That reminded me of Bernie Mac. When they break, we break.
This is my thing. I have very strong boundaries when it comes to work. At 5 o'clock, I'm done. When I shut my laptop, don't ask me anything about work. I do not know. I'm not thinking about it. Arthur sometimes will get upset with me because he's like, well, what's your work schedule like tomorrow? I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't want to think about it. I'm off. I could even walk in the other room and pull up
leave a message at the beginning.
But I'm not doing it.
Yeah, see, so I'm more so like Bill and a little Corinthian, but I love my time off now too. Now if I'm off, I don't want to have to think about anything. But as far as like maybe like being off the clock, sometimes that gets a little blurry for me because I tend to do things out of office hours. So, but that just makes me think I'm making sure I'm.
No work email on my personal phone.
Oh, see, yeah.
I'm not doing that because that is, you get paid to have a child. Truth. When you start blurring the lines and you don't have those set boundaries, it's hard to lose that work-life balance. I will say this. There was a time, there was a job that I had a horrible boss. She was awful towards me. She would come in my office and yell at me, all kind of things. I was young at the time, and I felt that if I spoke up for myself, that would be me being disrespectful. So I always felt like I had to kind of like go above and beyond. Oh, I need a day off because I need to do X, Y, and Z. When I left that job, I had a boss that was so laid back. She's like, Akia, you don't need to tell me why you need to take a day off. And that changed my whole mindset. Fast forward to today, I'm like already planning my day even before I get the approval because and I just request the time off. I don't need to give an explanation. It's my time. I don't have to tell you why I need to utilize my time. And I feel like there is a culture out there where people feel like they have to overshare. I need a day off because such and such and such, or because I need to go to the doctor, or my child has to do whatever. Like if you share it, that's one thing. But if you feel obligated to share it, to me, that's a red flag.
Okay. I think I definitely am an overshare because I type in my note, I'm taking off because I'm going to see my niece graduate. Boom, boom, boom. Like, no, I guess I necessarily don't have to do that. But I mean, I keep people in the know.
They don't need to be in the know. I love you. Love your work people, but they don't need to know.
I'm curious now. Okay, there's a couple of different dynamics here. We know that, is it FMLA? Is it Family Medical Leave or Act?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that there's folks that work that have families, kids, responsibilities, but what about for folks like myself that don't have any kids? Should they be given the same? For example, it is not uncommon for a coworker with kids to say, hey, I have to leave work early because my kid has X, Y, and Z. That's right. But are folks that don't have kids, I'm given that same grace, or do you think they should be given that same grace? Do you understand the questions that I'm asking?
No, I got it. PTO, prepare the others. Wow. Wow. I'm going to use that. I'm
taking that.
No, I got you. I can, even with my job, man, my CEO is great. And she, for those who have kids, like first day of school, like she allows you to be, late, go, take your kids to school and all those things like that. But you also think about the ones that don't have kids. They still have you who are going to so the question that you're asking is actually a pretty good question. When you're talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion. I chair that for my organization. So yeah, things like that I never even thought about, like for people with kids. Obviously they oftentimes can have a plausible excuse or reasoning for having to leave work and do all these things, and they can explain that very well. But if somebody that is single or not, or married and no kids and stuff, or not married, like, sometimes I can probably see bosses saying, well, why you always need but you can't do that. That is one, that's not ethical. But you can't do that. You can't be clocking somebody's PTO or so. Wow, that's a very good question.
So, excuse me. So I would say,
wow, that's very good, Bill. Give myself plenty of leeway regardless of their family situation. Get your job done and don't abuse the flexibility we have with or without kids, and
Yes.
we'll be
Bill,
good. Wow, that's
that's
very good. Very
right.
good.
Great supervisor for having that mindset.
Yeah.
So when you said that, Corinthian, well, two things. So the first thing is I immediately thought about smokers and non-smokers, because a smoker, they gonna get their 10-minute break times out of the day, whereas people who don't smoke, we don't necessarily, well, I do, but most people don't take that many breaks. You know what I'm saying? But then you mentioned FMLA. So FMLA covers your entire family, not just kids. But you also have to, I mean, there's a whole process for even being approved for FMLA. So whether you have children or not, you may not be covered under FMLA just because you have kids. But you could also get FMLA if you're taking care of a family member or a spouse or things like that. So I think FMLA kind of covers. Ooh, I used to.
Oh, if Susie get 10, I'm taking 10.
Were you out there too with them?
Right on their backs, right in their and that what they used to call it, the I don't know. Oh yeah, I
Oh, y'all just made me think about Miss Barbara. I'm sorry, Miss Barbara, I love you. She passed, I believe, at Old Dominion, and she was always taking her smoke break. But that wouldn't even come to my mind. Wow. Right on the side of the building.
That's funny. What was I was gonna say something about.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I kind of messed you up.
It's okay.
You know, trying to manage the comment section in the chat room sometimes. Don't want anybody to feel left out. No, but no, this has been a great. Corinthian, we started this off, as Bill said, with golf. I gave my golf journey, Corinthian. I laid it out.
5 minutes.
I took up most. See, well, this is what happened when you don't show up for. You took some PTO. I talked about golf. Kid joined me, and then we started talking about love languages, Corinthian. And yeah, that one was really good. And then from there, we went into introvert and extroverts. And we came all around the mulberry bush to PTO. So we have had an eclectic smorgasbord.
Yeah.
Man, y'all covered 4
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Bill, I'm still in contract negotiations, so this might
it's probably your last one.
You're right. That's what I talk to my union rep about.
Speaking of that, I have been. I was actually invited on another podcast. I already told y'all about Let's Take a Walk, but I actually just did another podcast, the presidential podcast series, and that was very good. And actually, I believe it's going to be being aired soon. So I'll keep you up to date on that when that airs. But it's so funny. Corinthian knew the actual podcast host. Attended a event out there with him, Dr. Ronzel, and Royale. Yep. And
okay.
Say it again.
Ronzel used to be our neighbor.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry, Ronzel. Yes, he did.
You remember Ronzel, our neighbor?
Yeah, Dr. Roy. Yeah, so that should be airing soon, and I did not mean to mispronounce your name, Doc. But yeah, that was pretty cool. But it'll air soon, so I'll let y'all know when that airs.
Good stuff.
Hey, listen, we got about 6 more minutes, and we'll be at that 2-hour mark. Hold up, is Kia frozen?
Yes, it looks like it on my end.
It's reminding me of another episode, Corinthian.
No, I'm about to take a screenshot and because it seems like each time that we have
At least I look cute.
Mr. Kid, this is true. You frozen at a nice. It normally don't be like.
My phone died.
I'm about to. But you know what? This has been too much. Listen,
but I'm just glad she came in the room with you this time, because last time she didn't come in.
Yeah, didn't come in.
Thank y'all for having me. I love y'all.
And we got one more guest. Say hello to everybody.
What's going on?
We got Blake.
What's going on, Blake?
All right, thanks for business. And then let's see Baylor here too. So thanks for everybody for logging on.
What's Baylor? How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Corinthian, you got any last words to say to the people?
Man, it's so cool to see nephews growing like weeds. Arthur, we shared with the people our oldest niece got dropped off.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it for a second.
Oh man, our oldest niece Jada got dropped off to college, where as uncles, Arthur and me are uncles. You know, seeing our first, niece head off to college. I mean, it's wild. Arthur, I remember when you called me. I was a freshman at college. You called me, said we some uncles. That was 18 years ago, and now we have a niece that's doing some awesome things in college. Sent some videos of her dorm room.
Right. She's running track for Oral Roberts. She has a full ride to Oral Roberts University with track and a prestigious scholarship that she received. And I just remember one when she was born, but I remember one incident specifically at the McLean's house, and she was just singing. She just kept singing the song. I remember it like it was yesterday, and that was that will be ingrained in my memory. And now to see that she's a freshman in college, will be running track, and it's just amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
you
so much, Charity. Hey, Charity, how you doing? You see, Bill been on tonight, and we just had a good time, Charity. and happy anniversary, I believe, to you. Happy anniversary to you.
Wow,
Corinthian. Another thing, and for all my golfers, our other niece, Janae, made the golf team. Corinthian, she sent me a message the other day. I messaged her and I said, "Hey, how did it go?" And she told me that she made the team, Corinthian.
Yeah. Well, Arthur, I already know you have athletes at your house and Chesapeake, and I've had a chance to see the kids grow and develop. When I moved out here, my oldest niece, Jada, who is now a freshman at Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when I moved out here, she was in the 8th grade.
Wow.
So I've got to see the kids grow, mature, and now Janae is a sophomore in high school. My nephew Trey, my oldest nephew, is a junior in high school. Yeah. And all the kids, in addition to being natural athletes, they're letting their light shine. And so they're student athletes, all of them, from oldest to the youngest in Blake, right? And it's just cool to see. So I'm not surprised that any of their, I mean, I've seen the natural talent like early when she was in the 2nd grade, right? Just the hand-eye coordination. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, correct. She excited because I think they took 16 golfers she was on, and she's going to the 10th grade, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So I'm excited that. But Corinthian, Janae was sending me videos and her swinging, and just the fact that she would just send to me this stuff, it just made my heart glad because I love golf. I don't know what I'm doing, but that was pretty cool.
But I will say, Janae, anything that she sets her mind to do, she's gonna do, and she's well. I mean, yeah.
Oh, Corinthian, we got some big news for our view. Corinthian, I forgot. So remember we had y'all request that our oldest brother gets on and come to Kicking It with the Kellys. Well, he has agreed to come on our show. So you will see all three brothers on the show. Veronica, she's not a podcast person, but Daryl, to have him on is going to be a treat. You're going to see us all together on a show. So it may be multiple. I'm just going to say a show. And we're excited about that.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Very excited.
Good.
Corinthian, man, I'm glad y'all had a great event for the gathering. Hopefully we'll be back on next week, Kicking It with the Kellys on Thursday. Blake's flag football starts. I'll be coaching his flag football team starting next week, the Deep Creek Vipers, and I'm excited about that. And
7U, is that 7U?
Yeah, well, he's 7, but he's playing 8U.
Playing 8U.
Yeah,
okay.
8U. And then in Chesapeake, you have to play flag up until the age of 9. So 9, they play tackle. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll see how it goes. And Baylor, he will be doing baseball this fall as well. I wanted to coach his team, but it would conflict. It would conflict with the flag football. So I said I'll just do flag, and then I'll probably coach Baylor and travel.
Okay. Well, on this side, on the Kansas side, Janae told you she made the golf team.
Right.
Our nephew Trey, our oldest nephew, he is competing for starting quarterback. His varsity football team. So first game started September. So excited about that. And Jada's gonna do her thing this year in track.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Hey, Corinthian, man, I just wanted to reiterate that I was on the presidential podcast series with Dr. Felicia Commodore and Dr. Royale M. Johnson. I'll post it in the feed. We had a great conversation. We talked about a couple of things, the affirmative action and some other things underlying higher education and everything. So I'll post that when that comes about. Hey, Van Dyke, shoot, my kids calling me out like, Dad, can we spend time together? And so I take off time. Hey, listen, that is something to take, especially, spending time with your kids and, we work, but sometimes you work hard, you play harder. And, when you have that time and you have the flexibility to do it, I say, go ahead on if it suits your fancy. You have anything else coming up, man?
Man, I'm just ready for this weekend to rest and relax.
Okay. I got you. All right, guys. Listen, it's been a great episode with Kicking It with the Kellys. I want to thank my lovely wife, Akia, for coming on tonight and standing in the gap for being a ringer for us, a wonderful co-host. And we talked about some great things. If you did not catch the first part of the episode or the middle, I definitely encourage you to go back. There's some things that we talked about when it comes to relationships and love languages and things like something that you can definitely pull from. A lot of great comments tonight. Thank you so much for those who participated in the comment section. Thank you for supporting us and logging on. We're just going to keep this thing going. We got a lot to talk about, and we believe that we are in sound mind and level-headed to discuss issues and anything that you want us to cover, or you think that, hey, man, this might be a great topic for your channel or something like that. Definitely don't hesitate to send us a comment or send us a message. We would love to talk about it.
All right, time for some physical touch.
That's my cue to end.
Hey, Corinthian, man, we just gonna keep swinging, bro. We gonna keep swinging, and everybody, y'all have a great night. Thank you for logging in with Kicking It with the Kellys. All right, bro.
All right, y'all.
You know, it's just some things you can't do no more, and some places you can't go no more. Some things you say you can't say anymore.
On Bourbon Street or not. But
Corinthian said this is oil. It's probably big. What is bigger than oil? This thing is diamonds. Like, it's like so massive.
Not gonna do this with y'all. Y'all not gonna. This is cyberbullying.